Reiki is important because it assists people in connecting with their concept of divinity. Reiki is a way of assisting people in relaxing and relieving stress in their everyday life. It's a way of assisting people in reaching a deep state of relaxation that assists their body in its natural healing process.
To me, Reiki is actually divine love. It's the energy that's used through all spiritual practices. It's a universal life force energy that can be used even when people don't have any particular spiritual practice, that helps promote relaxation, stress relief, and spiritual growth. There's many misconceptions that people have about Reiki. When we teach our Reiki classes, one of the very first things we tell students in the classes is that we teach fearless Reiki. We teach Reiki without rules. And that's because there are a lot of books out there that give people warnings about times not to apply Reiki. And my personal experience with Reiki is that it's divine love. And divine love is appropriate in all situations. And so I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions, is that there's a time to do Reiki and a time to not do Reiki. I also have heard things out in the Reiki community about real Reiki and Reiki that's not real Reiki, and I am of the belief that all Reiki is real Reiki. I am of the belief, actually the knowing, that Reiki teaches us and guides us to the right way to work with the energy to promote health and wellness.
My history with Reiki began about 22 years ago. I lived in St. Louis, Missouri, and was experiencing a lot of stress in life. And a friend suggested that I have a therapeutic massage to help me relax. In the massage, the practitioner asked if it would be all right if she incorporated Reiki. She had trouble with my relaxing. When she'd push my feet down, my head would go up. When she'd push my head down, my feet would go up. I asked her if Reiki was associated with any type of religious practice, and she assured me that it wasn't, that it was something that all people could do. And the rest of the session became a Reiki session, and during which time I felt extremely relaxed, and it was probably the first time in my adult memory that I could recall experiencing serenity. I felt so peaceful and relaxed that when I stood up from the table to walk across the room, I felt like I was walking 4 feet in the air. So I turned to the practitioner and asked her to tell me more about Reiki, and that began my Reiki journey.
Very shortly after my Reiki training initially, many, many years ago, I was diagnosed with clinical depression, which had paralyzed my physical body. It was stress-induced, and I literally went to stand up one day and I couldn't walk. And I was allergic to all the medications. I had a memory of my Reiki teacher telling me that the mental and emotional healing symbol that I had learned could help heal depression, but she wasn't available for me to learn how to do that. I sat down with that energy and breath work and brought the Reiki energy in through my body, and over a period of just a few weeks, I was able to completely heal myself of clinical depression. I love skeptics. I think skepticism is great when exploring anything along spiritual lines, anything metaphysical, really anything. I believe that we need to use our own discernment regarding what feels right for us. I have had great joy in sharing Reiki with skeptics and seeing the results. I had an experience with my father, who is an architect and an engineer, very analytical person, and he had a frozen shoulder that had been frozen for 7 years and was causing him a lot of pain. And I offered Reiki, and when I explained what it was, he told me he didn't want anything to do with that psychic stuff, and he didn't believe in it, and just basically, no, he refused the Reiki. But he continued to complain about the pain in his shoulder, and I offered another time, and he finally said, okay, you can do Reiki. So I gave him Reiki for about 20 minutes, and the shoulder that had been causing him pain for 7 years, the muscles that were so tense just relaxed. The tension just melted away. The frozen shoulder was completely freed, and he had full range of motion from his shoulder. And then my father became an advocate for Reiki. I think one of the things that makes Sedona so amazing energetically is that everybody seems to appreciate it. Someone just sees Sedona for the first time, the automatic response is, oh my God, it's so beautiful. And the rocks, the red rocks absorb that, and the quartz that's inside the rocks amplify it. And so we're always in this beautiful, beautiful field of divine love and appreciation. And then the cells of our body resonate with that. And that's part of what I think helps Sedona be so magical, and that Sedona helps us tap into our spiritual essence and our connection with the earth and how sacred that really is. I would like to just offer a prayer of blessing and gratitude for everybody that is seeing this video, and it's my intention, my hope, my prayer that you feel the divine love that's flowing through the camera right now in the form of the Reiki energy. That you let yourself receive, and you just take a deep breath and you just relax. Close your eyes and just allow yourself to feel cocooned in the full power of divine love.
Continue to flow from this moment on. And so it is. Blessed be. Amen.